With your experience traveling the country, talking to people, talking to kids about suicide and depression, why do you think it's so important for us to validate people's pain?
It's important to validate people's pain because people want to feel like you understand what they're going through. When people come to me and they talk about suicidal thoughts or they talk about depression and they talk about anxiety, it's my job to come in, it's my job to understand where they're coming from and then give them solutions to what they're going through. So if I shut myself down and say, well, everybody's depressed, well, everybody, you're not the only one going through it too, they won't feel like their pain is validated or I'm empathetic to their suffering. So when an injustice happened or a great tragedy happened, sometimes you gotta be empathetic to the suffering even when you don't fully understand it. Because right now, people are looking for an outlet and they express themselves in the way they know best. Have you ever seen a kid not get their way? Some of them can kick and scream, some of them can go over here and go into a corner, some of them can seclude to themselves. There's no right way to deal with your pain and frustration, and we try to define the proper way of going about it, but we can't understand the severity of others' pain to give it a definition in the first place. That's why it's important to try to understand what people are going through and give people some space to represent their thought and emotion in inanimate objects. And long as you're not hurting anybody, it has to be some form of an outlet. That's why I say at times we really must validate what people are going through or understand what people are going through or try our best to understand what people are going through, because we're all going through something every day. And either your words can be the things that send somebody over the top, or you can be like a pressure relief valve to somebody's life. I remember when we had a turkey drive and we were giving away turkeys to unfortunate families. Then I found out unfortunate families or some people was going down to our local beer bank and selling them or exchanging them for cigarettes. And I remember being hurt about it. Like, how in the world could I put so much effort into doing something for people? They take that and then go somewhere and resell it. I remember being hurt, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it no more. And I was bitter. So I'm taking that to say, imagine what somebody else is going through that will make them shut down or open up. It's going to be based upon the interactions of you and that individual. So I say the same things all the time. We all are going through something. You that's watching it, you're going through something that you may not be telling the person beside you. You're not telling your mom, your dad, your best friend, your sister, your brother. We all going through something. So if you understand that and you are empathetic to that, you understand that everything you do can either add problems to somebody's life or take some away. So that's why it's important to empathize and understand and validate other people's suffering.